Welcome back in this new episode of the Academies. Today we'll see how to educate team leaders and members. So just start with the team leaders. Okay, exactly like the members, also the team leaders must develop their team management and strategic decision skills. It helps the VP to align their delivery timeline of the team standards with that of the performance through education. Makes the VP keep the team leaders on track and also allows you to take advantage of different learning methods, train the trainers, etc. Deliverables and leads are a tool to always know how the team is performing and what the team leader is doing to achieve their goal. Following 4DX, setting weekly leads and deliverables and checking them for each VPTL simplifies the management of team leaders in tracking. But also creating a report of the team leaders also on the podium, the platform, that they compile weekly ensures that the VP has the necessary information every week and that they are accountable and aware of the situation of their own team. The risk is not doing so is that they have a practical view of the team's bottleneck and the next step to take. About the routine of the team leader, okay. First, there will be a meeting with the VP and the leader with an account phase, so leads, deliverable, report data, a review phase, what happened, and a plan phase, the next steps, in order to simplify the education lack and membership management. Is essential to do it at the beginning of the week to plan it and after the AB meeting in order to know how manage the LC next step. Then is necessary a daily report, so a daily report about the performance of the team. And the last one, but not at least, is the weekly report. So a weekly report to the performance of the team, management, and the next step that the team of the team leaders need to take for the next week. But what are the non-negotiable for the team leaders' educations? First of all is the Blue Code. It serves to ensure that the team leaders know the theoretical timeline of the semester and is able to contribute to the construction of the local education cycle for the team taking in consideration the various phases. Standard team allows the TL to know the basic support the team needs to perform. For example, if the team leader does not receive the standard teams, it is difficult for them to perform them with his team. And last, decision based on data. We need analytical team leaders and know how to identify the bottlenecks in the area and the relative next step based on the weekly and monthly data of their team. Members must participate in the following weekly activities in order to have the most complete experience possible. Team meeting. It's important to keep up to date on your area, teammates, and overall performance. LC meeting. The only time a member has to see the other areas of the committee, the general trend, and above all, to be able to take part in the culture of their LC. And the working hour, these are spaces created with the purpose of creating content, performing area activities, or exchanging feedback. The different from the meeting team consists precisely in being able to deal with different topics based on the request. These are called the tasks which a member must perform as required with a deadline, or DDL. They can be applied in any area, however, they must have two basic criteria. They will be smart, they must be something sensible, that really needs to be completed to reach the ultimate goal. And the time-oriented, they must have a clear deadline, so as to be able to complete in line with the timeline of the larger objective. An LC meeting or local committee meeting is an appointment that varies between weekly, bi-weekly and monthly according to the committee. The first purpose of this appointment is to allow the whole committee to know the status in terms of performance of each area of its LC and allow the most clear passage of the culture of ISAC Italy and the local ISAC. Inside, there may be different spaces chosen by the Executive Board, AB, based on the need of the movement. Area movement, meeting, workshop, bonding activities, etc. What is a tracking tool? A tracking tool, or TT, is a tool that allows each member of an area to have all the data and information necessary to his or her tasks. From the point of view of VPTL, it is a tool that allows you to monitor the activities of members thanks to organized spreadsheet or other specific size podium. The members must know how to handle any space reserved for each task in the TT and the various functions that can be found within that can help him. Educating member of the use of TT consistently will allow the area to. The one-to-one space must be one of the most natural things to which a member must participate. It's a moment where a conversation takes place between a single member and the leader of an area. The concept and the use of the one-to-one is also applied at a higher level like LCVP team leader, LCP LCVP, and NCP MCVP level. This space aims to understand the 2 points of the interview, performance and PDP, where we try to understand the performance of personal performance aligned with the personal goals set last month if they exist, and the motivation, where we must talk about the experience in general, if the expectations up to now are high or low, and because we arrived at this vision. The one-to-one space follows as an agenda the 4DX principle. This means that the one-to-one is split into 3 parts. A count, where we look at and evaluate last month's trend, a review part, where we try to think about past bottlenecks, and the plan, where the new objectives or action steps are written down. What absolutely must not be missing in the education of the members are the 4DX and the personal development plan. Okay, well, let's start with the 4DX. The account scheme, review and plan, the concept of the WIG, lead and lag, bottlenecks and red flags, everything related to the structure, planning and analysis of the performance of a specific sector. From the practical point of view of the member, knowing the 4DX is essential to be able to manage and follow the amount of activity in a clear and effective way, allowing them to self-manage and know how to evaluate their work. And second, but not the least, is the PDP. So each member must be aware of what is it, how it's formed, and how it follows its own personal goal. This is because it is essential to give direction to the work done, making it aligned with the timeline of the plan designed and applied by the LCVP. Okay, with this one we will finish it, so if you need anything, you just want to ask us something, we are Pietro, NST Consultant GV, and
Giulia, NST Consultant OGB.
So guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you on next Academy's episode. See ya!